Hey, what's going on? Welcome to day 9 of Metal Gear March, where today we are going to be finishing Metal Gear Solid 2, Sons of Liberty. I'm your host, Solo, and welcome to the stream. It's kind of a late-ish stream. It's like a Sunday or something. I don't know. I don't care about time. Before we get into it, I want to say thank you. Thanks for the support. I do enjoy this. And, you know, I'm liking streaming more and more. Surprisingly, from this past year, I've been doing it. I've been liking this month specifically, which is kind of weird. I don't know. For today's drink of choice on my perilous journey of cleaning out my mini fridge, I've got some Mountain Dew Code Red. It's been a while since I've had some Code Red. It's pretty good. You might also notice I have no headphones on because I figured out a quick Google search would have told me I could just connect my Xbox to my Go XLR. Suddenly I can hear the game too, which is a lot simpler than what I was planning to do, but it is what it is, right? What else do I have to say before we get into this? I think that's it. Alright. Let's get into it. Yesterday we left off escorting Emma off of Shell 2. Yeah, Shell 2's filtration chamber. What up, Emma? I've heard, okay, that a lot of people hate this section.
Emma, Snake and Hal are waiting for us in Shell 1's computer room. I've got this disk that the President gave me. This disk is supposed to contain a virus that can corrupt Arsenal Gear's operating system. We need you to...
This is my program.
What?
Why did the President give it to you?
Huh?
Did something happen to the President?
Dead.
What?
You actually wrote this virus?
It's not really a virus. It's more like a worm cluster. It's actually a delayed effect autonomous program that's designed to invade GW's cerebrum and render its nerve connections useless.
You know what GW is?
Of course. I created it.
Huh?
You look surprised.
Well...
Cat got your tongue?
I'm sorry, How about the Patriots? Ever heard of them?
Yes, but I only know what I've been told.
Can you tell me what you know?
Sure, but it's hard to put into words.
Right. Are you reading me, Emma?
Yes, loud and clear.
The President said that Arsenal Gear was the Patriots' key to supremacy.
That's as good a description as any.
What exactly is it?
It's a massive data processing system capable of controlling information on a global scale.
A data processing system?
That's right. The system's a social device for maintaining the Patriots' control.
You've lost me.
Well, in this day and age, information emerges from every direction and is freely distributed. A variety of information gathered by servers employing the latest in high-speed communication networks and P2P technology is rapidly circulated to individuals. In fact, the speed of this circulation process is accelerating on an almost daily basis. The Patriots seem to be afraid of this development. Apparently, they believe that their role will shift from dominant to dominated.
Huh?
Let me give you an example. You're aware of Solid Snake's anti-Metal Gear activities, aren't you?
Yeah, I know a little about it.
Well, that's just a small sample of uncontrolled information. I can guarantee you the Patriots did not want Solid Snake's name publicized. Now, look at it like this. Political scandal, corporate corruption, up until now, the Patriots have managed to keep a lid on these and other self-serving events. But with their existing data processing system, they're no longer able to effectively control the flow of information generated at the individual level. With the newly created system, they can fully regulate digital information. High-level information can be categorized in stages, given clearance levels, and deleted as necessary, never to be seen by the public. By deleting such information, the Patriots can shape the course of history as they see fit.
Somebody's bound to catch on.
No, the memory capacity, not to mention the lifespan of the average individual, is extremely limited. On the other hand, digital information lasts virtually forever. It doesn't deteriorate.
So?
The alphabet, 26 letters, right? It could have been 30 letters. What if the 4 deleted letters were controlled by a program?
Impossible.
It's not. In fact, something similar is already underway. Do you know how many genes exist in an individual?
About 30 to 40,000?
Right, that's what was announced at the turn of the century, but there's actually 100,000 according to the original theory advanced by the scientific community. Information regarding the remaining 60,000 was suppressed by the Patriots.
No.
Why? How would you know? Do you know what a gene looks like? Did you count them yourself?
There are research organizations.
Of course, and their reports have already been subtly altered. They're even beginning to believe the doctored reports. GW is a system that allows the Patriots to decide what will be recorded in tomorrow's history.
So what we're talking about is one huge censorship system for deleting information which might be inconvenient to the Patriots.
Exactly. The actual physical core for handling the task, GW, is installed in Arsenal. It's the only system in the world with an optic neural AI that has a parallel processing capacity of 980 trillion Hammets.
I suppose that being a specialist in neural AI and complex logic played a significant role in your association with the Metal Gear project.
That's not the only reason.
What do you mean? I guess there are plenty of other reasons.
Yes, there are.
I understand.
Do you?
So Arsenal Gear was actually designed to protect the GW system, wasn't it?
Yes. It's armed with everything, including nuclear weapons, and is fully equipped with cyber-terrorist countermeasures. Physically and logically, it's the ultimate fortress for housing GW.
But is the AI actually capable of controlling everything?
No. GW is only the system's core. It's only for deciding what data is stored or deleted. The actual subsystem for executing the task exists within our social structure.
What?
Do you remember the panic that gripped the computer industry prior to the end of the century?
You mean the Y2K problem?
That's right. If you recall, our government supplied the world with a countermeasure program, using the internet at full capacity. The program was distributed to every governmental organization, every key facility throughout the world. In addition, the same program was included in an OS application for distribution among the public.
Let me guess. The Y2K countermeasure contained a program designed by the Patriots.
Yes, and everything supplied from that day onward contains the same program.
Impossible.
Do you know how a computer operates? Do you really know the basic principles on how data is exchanged? Nobody's aware of it, but there's a subsystem in place, and it's about to be activated.
Is that why Solidus wants to burn out every electrical circuit in Manhattan with a nuclear blast?
Probably, but the overall system isn't actually complete.
What?
It still lacks the necessary factors for judging situations. I heard they were planning a major experiment in the next few days to provide complex data for GW to study. And suddenly all this happens.
Emma, it's not your fault. If it wasn't for the terrorists...
Yeah, you're right. Well, I think that's about all I know.
Right. Thanks. I think we'd better head for the computer room.
My bird in the computer room. Is he safe?
That noisy, overgrown parakeet?
Excuse me, he's a parrot. And he's my best friend. My only friend.
Well, the bird's okay.
Good. Did you know that in the old days, miners used to take a canary into the mine shafts to detect toxic gas?
That's what he's for?
No. I really needed someone to talk to.
Right. I think we'd better get moving. We've got a little longer to cover than the last time.
I'll give it my best.
Whatever you do, don't open your eyes.
Why not?
A dead body, not a pretty sight.
Oh.
Once we get past it, it'll be too dark to see anything. What are those sticks in your head?
These? They're lacquered chopsticks. They hold your hair in place. Did you know that they're pretty popular in Europe and South America?
Can't say that I do. You're not only cute, but smart too.
Oh, I'm much more than cute.
Okay, let's go.
Alright, here's your critical thinking question for tonight. Would Emma be cancelled in the modern day for having lacquered chopsticks in her hair? I expect an essay turned in by the end of the month. That's your homework. But really, isn't that just the most mind-blowing concept? The fact that you wouldn't even know about information like that, right? How would you know what you know is real? I don't know, that's kind of a deep topic that I'm not really interested in talking about, because I'm sure it's been done to death. But the point is, how would AI in the modern age affect what we think is real or not? Huh? What is reality? That's up for you to decide. And just like that, we're here. Come on, Emma. Do I look like I care?
Bugs! I hate bugs!
Oh, oops. That was an accident. You have to do what you gotta do, right? Speaking of which... Oh, yeah, that's right. We gotta hide this guy. Because... somebody is gonna find out. And not in the good way. Don't mind me, Emma. Just cleaning up the place. I guess we can go into a topic, since this is gonna take a while. Oh yeah, I mentioned that I worked out that one time, and then I never brought it back up. I worked out again yesterday, after the stream, which was like at 12 in the morning. And, yeah, it's not the most energizing workout I've had, but, you know, I have this feeling in my mind that the next time I work out, I'm just gonna be super lethargic. My muscles are gonna ache, like, all day. and I'll never... I won't be able to get any work done. Which is why I've been kind of not wanting to work out, I guess you could say. But actually, it actually hasn't been that bad. No! I swear I can never get past this part without getting an alert. Oh no, they're coming. And if I kill those guys, yeah, if I kill those guys, oh no! They would see me, right? I guess it doesn't really matter. What if I throw a grenade? What if I throw a stun grenade, like right here? Turn around! Oh no. Come on, Emma. We're getting out of here. Don't mind me. Really don't mind me. No! That's not Emma. Dude, move out of the way. Oh no! They all woke up at the same time. I can never get past this part without something going wrong. Look at all those soldiers. And of course Raiden doesn't even aim. Oh, I'm empty! Dude, stop shooting at me! Come on, Emma. Come on. We're inching closer. Ah! I'm dead.
No. No! Jack, please answer me! Jack!
I don't know. Anyways, let's get back on topic. The whole point that I wanted to make was... for the longest time, I've had this idea, for a while now, I should say, that I should kind of not really put my workouts as a priority on my to-do list, because they might interfere with the other stuff that I have to do. But I guess I have to just get out of that mindset, turn that mindset into a grind set. Because, you know, they actually go pretty well when I just don't think about it too much. Funny enough. I guess that's the point I'm trying to make. But to transition from that topic into another topic, usually when I work out, I brought this up before. When I work out, I like to watch some content that I usually don't have set a priority for. which would be like... My workout time is usually when I binge some anime. It's like the only time I have for something like that. And I was watching the new Attack on Titan. Anybody got any thoughts on that? On the new episode?
Let me rest. Just for a second.
Alright, Emma, we gotta get moving. But here's my hot take, right? I didn't really like the new episode. The new special, I mean. I feel like it was just mostly filler. If I'm being honest. I know it's not filler, it's got some... It's like adapting some of the chapters from the manga. But I don't really feel like it was necessary. I feel like you could mostly just skip it and nothing would change. Which is what I dislike. This is gonna go deep. Okay, let me back up a bit. Here's how I feel about Attack on Titan. It's a pretty amazing anime, if you haven't seen it. I would recommend it. It's probably an entry-level tiered anime, I'd say. That's what got me into anime. But the issue I have with it is that they just took so long with it. The first season, amazing. Amazing story, amazing characters, right? Second season took like 3 years to come out. And pretty much just expanded on the story, but didn't continue it. Which is what I hate. I hate that so much. When I like a story, I would usually expect at least a sequel of said story to expand on it. At least it being its primary purpose. What I mean by that is... Say, look at this game, right? This is a sequel to Metal Gear Solid. It expands on the events of the previous game, but it also tells its own story. If it tells its own story, good or bad, that's for you to decide. But at least it's continuing what it started on. Now, Attack on Titan, on the other hand, sure, the second season expands on some concepts, but for the most part, it doesn't add anything new. It just tells a different side of the story. Which I guess is good, right? But the fact that the whole point of the season is telling that other side, I didn't like that personally. I would have felt a stronger season would have been continuing what happens after, but also sprinkling in, oh yeah, this is the other side. You know what I mean? So based on that history, my interest in Attack on Titan was kind of...
Damn it.
Kind of mixed.
What's wrong?
This door is security level 5. I don't have card 5. Damn.
Giving up already? Ta-da!
What the...
Are you impressed?
You should have told me you had it.
Well, the truth is, I just remembered it myself.
How convenient to the plot. That being said, after my betrayal with Attack on Titan, and having to wait another, like, 4 years for the third part to come out, kind of made me lose interest. I guess lose interest is kind of a strong word. I never lost interest, you know, I still like keeping up with it, but I'm not, like, excited for anything new anymore. So, like, the new special, I wasn't like enthusiastic about it going in. I was like, oh yeah, okay. What else do they have? The third part is pretty good, but by that time, my interest has waned. So that's what I think. I don't really care.
I have a question for you.
What is it?
How do you feel about heights?
I can't say I like heights. The water's higher on my phobia list. Why?
Well, we have to go down a ladder.
How far down?
Just a little bit.
Why do I feel like we've had this conversation before? How little is little?
About 130 feet.
Huh.
Think you can do it?
Would you take no for an answer?
How are your legs?
Better. The numbness is gone. I can climb down on my own.
Okay, follow me.
Sunset. It's beautiful.
If we don't hurry, it'll be the last we see. Enemy soldiers, gun ciphers. I don't think we're gonna be able to slip past all that. Looks like it can barely support one person. How much do you weigh, Emma?
Are you gonna ask me how old I am next?
If you go alone, I think you can make it across. This is Raiden. Do you read me?
Yeah, what's up?
We've made it to the lower part of Strut L. We'll have to cross the water from here.
Can Emma walk?
Yeah, she's okay. The pontoon bridge doesn't look too sturdy. Emma's gonna have to cross it alone.
Right, the oil fence.
There are ciphers and several guards.
Raiden, you're carrying a PSG-1, aren't you?
Yeah,
It's time to play sniper.
not bad. This spot gives me a good view of the targets.
You're going to have to cover Emma until she crosses to Strut E. I'll get there and provide some support of my own.
Thanks.
Think you can handle it?
Yeah, I know the drill. I faced a similar situation in advanced mode level 4 VR training with the PSG-1.
VR. Guess it's better than nothing. Make sure you don't hit Emma. Right now, with Arsenal's boarding in progress, security should be at a minimum. That doesn't mean it's going to be easy. Given the situation, they've probably got claymores in place to make up for the security shortage. Make sure you use your thermal goggles.
Right.
Okay, I'm heading for Strut E.
Emma, are you reading me?
Loud and clear.
I'm gonna clear a path for you from here.
How?
Sniper fire.
You're kidding.
Trust me.
What if I fall into the sea? I can't swim.
You were doing pretty good a few minutes ago.
Okay.
Think you can do it?
Would you take no for an answer?
No. All right, get going. You'll be fine.
All right. Sniper. You got enough? Yeah. Infinite ammo. Assume the sniping position. Oh. Let's take out all these claymores first. Or maybe not. Why is my screen shaking? We don't need that anymore. But we do need some pentazemin, which is right there below. Below what I was already on. Yeah, so watching Attack on Titan kind of brought back my interest in watching some more anime. This is how I usually operate, okay? I'll watch something, be like, I want some more, and then I'll either rewatch something or I'll pick up a new series, depending on how I feel. And I felt like rewatching something this time.
What if I fall? I'm so tired.
So I rewatched
I'm scared.
Mushoku Tensei.
I don't want to do this.
I've been wanting to rewatch it. And I guess this was the perfect opportunity.
Too shaky. What if I fall?
If you've never seen it, I would recommend reading some reviews first. Maybe it's not for everyone, I'll say that.
Phew. Safe, I guess. If I've managed to get this far, it must be thanks to that Raiden guy. But what is the deal with him? He's got a weird name, dresses pretty weird too. And I'm not really sure about the way he holds my hand and things. He's easy on the eyes though, so I guess I can let that slide. But I got my own ideas about that hair. I wonder if it's, well, it must be. I could ask him later, but he'd probably get ticked off. I'll leave him alone.
Emma, about what you said behind that column there.
Huh? What are you talking about?
Can I just say something?
Sure.
This is my real hair, okay?
Of course. As if I said anything about that.
So yeah. I would place it as an intermediate to advanced anime. Definitely not something you would go into without having some experience. That being said, I like the story. I think it's pretty good. I don't like everything about it, but that doesn't mean I should just ignore it. Exposing yourself to different concepts is always more or less a good thing. Snake, I'm in the middle of something here.
This is Snake. Can you hear me?
Yeah, nice and clear.
I've reached my sniping position on Strut E. I'll provide support fire from here.
Right. Do me a favor and take out whatever I miss.
Just call me when you want me to shoot.
Yeah, I think I'm on like episode 7 or something right now. I'll watch it when I work out, so it's not like I'm really like trying to get into it. It's not like I'm trying to like binge this, you know what I mean? So yeah. I'll tell you how I feel about the series if I finish it during Metal Gear March, which I probably will. Oh, I have no more ammo. You know, this is actually kind of helpful. The thermal goggles? Maybe not for you, but I can't really see. Thanks to my sunglasses. I don't have any ammo. How am I going to... Snake, I need your help. There we go. No! Where is she being shot from? She is so gonna die. I'm so gonna have to do this again. Where is she being shot from?
This isn't happening.
Times like this make me wish I had my enter button. But yeah. I've been trying to avoid some of these more story-based animes for a while. Because I just don't want to get invested. As funny as that sounds, sometimes I just don't want to have anything going on in my life. I just want to get through. I just want to get through these days. I don't want to invest myself in different things. And sometimes, you know, I completely want to lose myself in a good story. And I guess I'm at that point where I want something. So if anybody has any good anime recommendations, I'm all ears. I still need to watch the new Overlord season. And Mob Psycho. I've heard some pretty bad things about Overlord, which I can't accept. It has to be good, right? It has to be. But I've heard Mob Psycho is pretty good. More or less an ending, I've heard. So, I'll have to check that out. What else? I've been meaning to check out... what's that one? There's a new season of something that came out, and I've been wanting to catch up on it. but I don't remember which. I guess it doesn't matter. If I remember, I'll bring it up. The point is that I want to check out some new stuff. Thanks, Snake.
This is Snake. Can you hear me?
Yeah, nice and clear.
I've reached my sniper.
Alright, thanks. We get the gist. Dude doesn't even know what's gonna happen. I'm like an American sniper or something. Oh man. Oh, it is that. Yeah, I guess this part is kind of annoying. I mentioned that most people don't like the Emma escort. I'm more or less indifferent to it. You know, it's annoying having to just wait around for something else to happen instead of the player doing it themselves. But I guess it makes sense in the story, which is why I don't really feel that bad about it.
I don't want to do this.
Not bad at all.
That's kind of a creep thing to say, Snake.
Freeze!
Ah!
A girl? What are you doing here?
It's not by choice, thank you very much.
Oh,
You're not gonna shoot me.
no.
Why not?
Stay away from good-looking women when you're fighting. Otherwise you'll get hit with diarrhea.
Huh?
One of the few things I learned from Shadow Moses.
What are you talking about?
Ancient history. Don't worry about it.
I have no idea what you're talking about, but does this mean you're letting me go?
Well, you could have found a nicer way to say that, but sure. Better hurry.
Thanks.
Don't mention it. Just run like hell.
Oh no, my stomach! Not again! Oh. This place is about to sink! Just get out fast, okay? Oh.
Wait!
What?
What's your name?
Don't have one!
Huh?
Okay, fine. It's Johnny! Oh, I'm not gonna make it.
Hey, if we run into each other again...
Oh.
Huh. What a weird guy.
It's funny that this guy keeps showing up. And what it implies in the later games is the Solo. What's up, Corona? Corona time in the house. What's up? It's been a while, hasn't it? I hope you're doing okay. Oh no. This is why I never use the sniper in COD, Corona. Oh, that's right. I cannot forget. There are totally some mines here. If I let those go, we're gonna have to do everything all over again. Last time when I was doing this for the footage, I totally forgot about them, and it did not go well. I'm chilling, man. Yes, indeed. It has been a while. I'm doing. Lol. That's good to hear. I'm pretty sure that's it. Any more ciphers? Cool. Pick up some more ammo while we're here. Yeah, I thought so. Snake is like right there. Why does he not take the shot? Looks like that's the last we'll see of Vamp.
Ryden, Emma's been stabbed.
That bastard! How bad is it?
She's conscious, but the bleeding's bad. I'm bringing her over there right now. Ryden, get that disc over here as soon as possible. I'm afraid her time's running out.
I'll be there. Snake, what's your situation over there?
Emma seems to be, doing something to GW's defensive capabilities. All we need now is your disc. We better hurry. I don't think she's gonna make it.
How's the bleeding?
She's... just get over here. You'll find the coast is clear with everybody aboard Arsenal right now.
Understood.
That's funny you should mention Snake. Shake. He says that everybody's aboard Arsenal, right? And yet... there's still people patrolling the area. And we saw... earlier on that one attempt... that I totally took out, like... at least 30 people. Oh, that's right. We have to go to the core. For some reason, I'm thinking we have to go back to strut A. Like, all the way down to the bottom. I think it's the funniest thing that with these sections where you have to press against the railing, if you let go of the buttons, Raiden will just go forward and just fall immediately. And there's no getting out of that. What's up with all these sea lice?
How's Emma?
I think he got some internal organs. We can't stop the bleeding.
I'm here.
Got the disc. Emma set everything up. Apparently all you have to do is pop in the disc. That should insert the virus into the AI.
Is it working?
Just leave it to Emma. What the?
An antibody agent?
Damn! The connection's been cut.
Is the virus upload complete?
I don't think so. The count stopped at 90%. Otacon.
I don't think Emma's made any mistakes.
But
A portion of the worm cluster might have been altered after the disc left Emma's hands.
by the Patriots?
Will the virus still work?
I have no idea.
Hal, is everything all right?
It's all right. Everything's all right.
Good. At least I won't be adding another page to our family's dark history.
Yeah, that's right.
What if the virus doesn't work?
Either destroy that thing, or take out Solidus and his men.
How do we get on board?
I don't think we can. Unless somebody inside gives us a hand.
Hal, I always...
What is it?
wanted to see you again.
You don't hate me?
Never. I never wanted to get in your way. I never wanted to hurt you. I thought that with Arsenal, if I followed in your footsteps, I could be closer. I just wanted you to look at me. Look at me as a woman.
Hey, I could never do that.
Don't be so honest. It hurts.
Sorry.
Can I ask you one last favor?
Sure.
Call me
What's wrong with EE? Emma? 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 Answer me! I didn't leave you. Because of the accident, I had a relationship with your mother. She seduced me. And it went on. My father's death was no accident. He took his own life. It was my fault, all my fault. Forgive me, Emma.
Attention! Arsenal gear is ready for launch. Evacuate the upper levels immediately.
Sounds like they're cutting this area loose. What do you mean?
It means we're gonna sink.
We have to get the hostages out.
What about the camo repairs?
Done.
We won't be able to get everybody aboard.
We'll just have to take as many as we can.
My sister won't be able to come with us.
We will be commencing the countdown shortly. Personnel in the upper levels, head for the evacuation area immediately.
I'm always the survivor. Why, Wolf?
Otacon, take care of the hostages.
What about you guys?
We got other arrangements. There's our ride out of here. Anyway, we're gonna have to sink that thing if the virus doesn't work.
I should be going with you.
You've got your job, we've got ours.
You mean I'd only get in your way?
Wrong. Only you can save those hostages. Got it?
Right. Listen, the two of you won't be able to destroy that thing. Eliminate the enemy. That's your only option. EE? Damn!
Otacon, try to get as many hostages out as you can. It's a short flight to the shore, so don't worry about overloading the Kamov.
Leave it to me.
I repeat, personnel in the upper levels, head for the evacuation area immediately.
I'm counting on you, Otacon.
Hal, I miss you. Hal, I miss you. I miss you. I miss you.
You and me, we're the same. Both you and I, we were always alone. Always. We only wanted to be loved. We were always waiting. Waiting for somebody. Somebody who would love us, but we were wrong. You can't wait to be loved. You have to go out and find it. 4 years ago, I realized that you can't just wish for a happy family. You have to make it happen. I only wish I knew that sooner. I learned that I could love, as you probably did, Emma.
You think he's gonna be okay?
He's tougher than he looks. Consider it done.
Now, how do we open this thing?
You can come out now.
A ninja? What the?
Arsenal's going to take off. We still need you to take care of a few things. This time, don't fail us.
Snake, what's this all about?
Bedtime, Raiden. I wouldn't do that.
You're changing sides now?
Change sides? I don't recall saying I was on yours.
Damn it. You!
Ready for some shut-eye?
Jack, are you reading me? Do you want to save your mission data up to this point?
That whole flooding part. I don't know if that's a reference, but in Bad Batch, that Star Wars show, there's a scene that looks exactly like that. I didn't piece it together until now. That's kind of funny.
Your mission data's been saved.
Is he still alive?
He was when Olga brought him in. I've checked everything, including the genome data, but there's nothing on this guy. NSA, CIA, FBI. He doesn't exist in any database. He's a non-existent operative from a non-existent organization.
I suspected as much. However, I know this man. Wake him up. It's been a while, hasn't it? Jack the Ripper?
You know this fellow?
You remember me, don't you? You've grown. High concentration of cerebral implants. Have they altered your memory, too? This is my son. I taught him everything. Jack, I never thought I'd see you again.
You know me?
You don't remember. Your name, your skills. Everything you know, you learned from me. The 80s. The Civil War. You were one of the best among the child soldiers that fought in that conflict. When you were barely 10 years old, you became the platoon leader of the small boy unit. At the time, your outstanding kill record earned you several nicknames, including White Devil and Jack the Ripper. Jack, I was your godfather. I named you. When the war ended, you disappeared from the relief center. I wondered what happened to you. I should have known they would recruit you.
It's an interesting coincidence.
If he's a lackey for the Patriots, I doubt he knows anything of interest.
What should we do with him?
We'll use him like you suggested.
What about Dead Cell?
Ignore them. Happening again?
Could it be that he's here too?
In another hour, we demonstrate the power of Arsenal gear.
Attack with standard weapons, of course.
Yes, proceed as planned.
At last report, all is well with GW.
How about the troops?
The men are being refitted with Arsenal gear equipment as ordered. You're the spitting image of Big Boss.
Is that so? Perhaps I should be grateful to this kid for that.
This situation, I find it very nostalgic.
Where am I?
Why, inside Arsenal gear, of course. Actually, we're also inside the memory of Shadow Moses. I'll take this back. You don't need this anymore, do you? A foul wind is blowing. We shall speak again.
Don't move. Stay as you are. We're being monitored by a camera.
What are you up to?
I'm switching over to nanocommunication.
Mr. X? Ninja?
Correct. It's me.
I thought you were the leader of the Russian troops.
No, that was just a smokescreen.
A smokescreen?
I was sent to provide you support.
Support? Who sent you? The Colonel?
No, the Patriots.
What?
I deceived my troops, betrayed them.
But why?
My child is being held hostage by the Patriots. It all started 2 years ago when I lost my father during the tanker incident. My men and I had nowhere to go, so we joined forces with an illegal Russian organization.
The Russian Mafia?
Something like that, actually. I learned much later that it was a subordinate organization of the Patriots. I was expecting at the time. When I gave birth to my child, it turned out I was in a hospital run by the Patriots. In the morning, my child was gone. My baby is being kept somewhere in this country.
Have you ever met your child?
No. Once a month they send me a photo of my child via network. I've never even held the child in my own arms.
I see. Given your situation, nobody can blame you for what you did.
That's your opinion.
What about Snake? I thought you were enemies.
He wasn't responsible for my father's death. Actually, we owe him our lives. 2 years ago, they were responsible for getting us out of the sinking tanker alive.
So you were partners since the incident?
No, I only found out the truth shortly before this.
Huh?
When I confronted him here.
You fought with Snake? When?
Well, it was around the time you were holding hands with that girl.
Snake. So you joined hands with him to pay back a debt?
No, mutual gain.
Mutual gain?
My job was to assist you. If Solidus gets away with Arsenal, your mission is a failure. The Patriots would judge that as failure on my part, and terminate my child. Putting it simply, my child's life depends on your success.
So you did it all for your child. But why would the Patriots want to help me? Are they hoping I'll take Solidus out?
No, you're just like me. We're just pawns.
Pawns for what purpose?
The S3 plan.
Huh?
You'll figure it out sooner or later, but I wonder if you'll handle the truth.
What do you mean?
Listen, we haven't got time for this. Solidus will commence his attack any minute. He's got to be stopped.
What about the virus?
No results so far. I think the Patriots have tampered with the program.
Will it work?
I don't know.
Get me out of this thing.
Not yet. I'll release your restraints after I leave this room.
Where's my gear?
Snake's got everything. I couldn't bring it here.
And where do I find Snake?
The passageway ahead leads to a hangar. He'll be waiting there. I gave him a card key for the hangar.
Does Snake plan to destroy Arsenal gear?
No. Even for Snake, it's impossible to completely destroy this thing. The only option is to stop Solidus and his men.
What are you going to do?
Stay concealed. That's my role. I still can't afford to be discovered.
Olga, you can't keep this up. They're bound to find you.
Listen, I'll free you in a little while. Brace yourself.
All right, this is where it gets interesting. Consider yourself warned. Warned, not warmed. Hey man, what's up? What's up, Eric?
Jack, are you all right?
Oh, yeah.
Jack, is it true? What Solidus said?
Yes.
It's unbelievable. Drafting small children, sending them to war? It's not allowed under international conventions.
ICC rules don't mean a lot in war. Someone told me that there are over 300,000 children in combat right now. I was just one of them.
So you remember. I thought your memory had been manipulated by them.
It was, but I have nightmares every day. Pieces of the past I can't put together.
Why didn't you tell me?
You couldn't begin to understand.
You wouldn't know that until you try me.
I didn't want you to get hurt. There was never a real reason for me to fight, except that someone put a gun in my hand. And that someone was him.
It wasn't your fault.
If I survived the day's fight, I was praised, fed, and had a bed to sleep in. I think I was only 6 when I held my first AK. But I'm not even sure of that.
Jack.
I'm not like Snake. I never questioned why we fought. There was no purpose, no way out. They give you a gun, you ask how many to kill. If you didn't, you were the one they shot instead.
It's okay. No one is blaming you.
We were shown Hollywood action films every day. The kind with macho guys and big guns. They call it image training. They built us from the ground up into killing machines. We were fed once a day. I can still taste the gunpowder they mixed into the food.
Gunpowder? In the food?
The gunpowder had toluene in it, giving it hallucinogenic properties. It kept us drugged, controllable.
Oh my God!
When the Civil War ended, those of us who survived were taken in by NGOs. They gave me a new life in the States. I can't complain. But nothing's changed. The only people who have no problem with my past have secrets and agendas of their own. Terrible nightmares. Every night. I can never forget.
Jack.
I'm afraid of the night. That's why I don't sleep next to you.
You should have told me.
Told you what? That I'm a killer? And always have been?
No, no.
What I hate more than anything else in the world is my own past. I didn't want you or anyone to know about it. Now I know why I was chosen for this mission. No one can take him on, take him down, except me. I've been kept alive this long for this. I knew as soon as I saw Solidus.
Jack, I love you the way you are now. You have to believe me. I didn't know anything about you, I admit that. Where you were born, how you grew up. But I know that now. And I know that what I feel for you can only get better. And I'll share in your past if that's the price.
It doesn't work that way. No one can share the burden of what I've done. It's not one of those warm and fuzzy things couples share.
I accept the good and the bad, Jack. That's what you do for someone you love.
I don't want to share my past with anyone. I just want to forget about it.
Jack, I haven't told you, about what I've done.
The last 2 years with you, it's been more than I've ever hoped for.
Jack.
But I can't go any farther. I know you want to get married. But I can't. I can't risk starting a family. There's no way to erase my childhood.
It's all right, Jack. Please, don't say any more.
All right. Brace yourselves. This game is officially gonna go to 60. This is why I love this game so much.
Raiden, do you copy? You must continue your mission.
I've lost all my gear. I need to locate Snake.
He was never factored into the simulation. Leave him out of this.
I can't do much naked, especially in this temperature.
That's true. You won't be able to attack or enter the hanging mode either.
I think Snake has my gear.
Raiden, take out Solidus and his men. You must recover Arsenal intact.
Colonel, are you under orders from the Patriots?
Your role, that is, mission, is to infiltrate the structure and disarm the terrorists.
My role? Why do you keep saying that?
Why not? This is a type of role-playing game. The point is that you play out your part, and I expect you to turn in a perfect performance.
Colonel, I just remembered something.
What?
That I've never met you in person. Not once.
Complete your mission, according to the simulation.
Colonel, who are you?
No more questions. We have Rosemary.
What do you mean by that?
Over and out.
This is exactly what it's like to talk to an AI. Hello, Evangelina. Oh, oops. I say, every time I play this game, every year that goes by, this game becomes that much more relevant. And this is like the first year where it really is, like...
Turn the game console off right now.
What did you say?
The mission is a failure. Cut the power right now.
What's wrong with you?
Don't worry. It's a game. It's a game just like usual.
You'll ruin your eyes playing so close to the TV.
What are you talking about?
Right. Something happened to you last Thursday when I was driving. I had a couple of miles to go. I looked up and saw a glowing orange object in the sky to the east. It was moving very irregularly. Suddenly, there was intense light all around me. When I came to, I was home. What do you think happened to me?
Huh?
Fine. Forget it.
Oh well.
Oh God, no!
How are you doing?
Jack! Jack!
I'm doing pretty good. I'm playing one of my favorite games, so I can't really complain. I played this game so many times that I recommend memorize the majority of the lines and quotes from it. This is a pretty good game. I only know some of the quotes from the memes. I went too far. I'm usually pretty good at this section. Oh. But that being said, oh no. Oh no, I forgot about that. This game came out in 2001, and then it was like, what are you talking about? What is this game even about? But every year, this game just becomes like more real. I'm gonna die again. Let's see if I can do it right this time.
Jack, what's going on?
And
answer me.
I was looking at all the AI stuff like earlier this year. Isn't it weird that this year specifically, all that Chat GPT stuff was like popularized or something? It wasn't released, but for some reason everybody started using it. That I memorized the lines, I mean. My favorite Metal Gear Solid game. Are you playing on hard mode or... No. I'm playing on normal. Which is pretty much hard mode for me. I play this game only once a year. So I don't really get to, like, really memorize a lot of the stuff. That's my excuse anyways.
Infiltrate the enemy fortress, Outer Heaven. Destroy the final weapon, Metal Gear.
So it's kind of, it's always wild. This game is always wild. when I've played it. And it's just so even more wild this year. Let's see if I can make it. Oh no.
There's somebody there.
No. Just us and these boxes. Is that even a box? Yeah, I would say some things... Oops. Yeah, I would say some of the things they say in this game is pretty relevant. Yeah. It's kind of crazy. Especially these calls. Exactly what I would expect from an AI.
An anemone or clematis plant's juice can cause a rash. When pruning them, it's a good idea to wear gloves. Honestly, though, you have played the game for a long time. Don't you have anything else to do with your time?
That's kind of mean.
I was a North American fall webworm in my past life. Oh, those were the good old days. What were you in your former life?
That's so funny. A good game, good music, and good storylines. I agree.
Even my patience has its limits. I just can't leave this thing up to you any longer. I'll do the fighting. You can just go home.
Jack, it's me.
Hi, Rose.
Jack, I owe you an apology.
If it's about that conversation just now, I'm the one who's sorry.
No, it's something else.
What is it?
That day at Federal Hall 2 years ago, it wasn't a coincidence. I was ordered to keep an eye on you.
Keep an eye on me?
Yes, by the Patriots.
You're a spy?
I suppose. Yes. It's an ugly word. Are you still there?
Was sleeping with me a part of the job?
I fell in love with you.
How could anyone?
I can't excuse what I did. I've reported every detail of your personal life to them these 2 years. What you did, said, everything.
Must have been fun.
But some things I didn't tell anyone. Like what I felt for you.
So that's why you were involved in this mission. I should have known. Why else would they toss an analyst into the mix at the last minute?
I'm sorry. I know what I did was wrong.
No matter where I go, I get used.
I reinvented myself to suit your tastes. Hairstyle, clothes, the way I moved, things I talked about. You say you love the color of my hair, my eyes. They're not even real.
You must have gone over my psych profile with a fine-tooth comb.
It was my job.
Great performance. Had me completely fooled.
What I really wanted was for you to see the real me. It hurt to play out this artificial romance. It was worse to lie to myself than to you. The more love you gave me, the more it hurt. Because I knew the person you loved was just a character.
So it was artificial on my end too. It was just a game, not the real thing.
Oh, Jack.
I feel better knowing that.
What?
I was in love, or thought I was, with someone who didn't exist. I was trying to be someone I wasn't by loving what wasn't real. I don't know who you really are. The person I knew isn't real. She's not the woman I'm talking to right now. In a sense, the deception was my own, not theirs.
Jack, I thought I was acting because that was my job. But I did fall in love with you. That wasn't an act.
You expect me to believe that? It's okay. You had your reasons, right? Hey, I understand, but I have nothing left to...
Jack!
What?
I'm
I'm carrying. I'm pregnant, Jack.
Rose, what's going on?
Amazing how you walk around like that.
Snake!
Been waiting long?
Where's my gear?
Right over there. That's more like it. Everything you had when you were captured is still there. Sorry about earlier. I had to use you as bait to gain access to Arsenal. It worked.
Why didn't you tell me about Olga?
You never asked. Not happy about that? Get over it.
Any effects of the virus yet?
Still waiting on that.
So, it was rigged by the Patriots?
Looks like it. From what I can tell, Arsenal is headed for Manhattan. I don't know what Solidus is planning, but we'll have to deal with it one way or another. There's also a troop of production model Rays ahead.
How many units?
25, according to Olga.
25?
Yeah. Can't say I've faced that many Metal Gears before, but I think we can deal.
No way we can.
We can, because we have no other choice.
How?
I've stocked up on Stinger missiles. Oh yeah, Olga left this for you.
Why?
Olga asked me to give it to you. Besides, I'm not a big fan of blades. Move the right stick up and down to make a vertical slice, and left and right to slice parallel to the ground. Move the stick in a circle to do a rotating cut. Push it forward to lunge and strike. You can guard with your blade if you have the LB button pressed down. You should be able to deflect a bullet or two.
Nothing like some conspiracy theories. Have you played the majority of the Metal Gear Solid games? Yeah, actually, I have. In fact, that's what I'm doing this month. My whole Metal Gear March thing is an excuse to play as many Metal Gears as I can. I think the only ones I haven't played are the Acid games. I don't really like card games. Maybe I'll give those a shot. And Ghost Babel, I think. I've played mobile, but I haven't beaten it. I kept you waiting, huh? At this part of the game is just crazy, but listening to watch and listen to. Yeah. It's like, it's mind-blowingly insane. Like, why? Who would put this in a game? That being said, a lot of people didn't like this game when it came out. For some good reasons. But I guess because of that, they completely blocked out the whole point of the game. It's like, I can't play a snake. You know what? This game is bad. Even though it's got some pretty good talking points. What are your opinion on MGS4? Okay. That's kind of a bias. This is my biased take. Because that was actually the first Metal Gear I ever played. I think the gameplay is really fun. But it's more of a movie than anything. But yeah, it's one of my favorites. It kind of explains a lot, I guess. Back when I played it, a lot of that explanation went over my head because I had no basis on. But you know, it's knowing, really following a lot of the story MGS4, I think, helps tie a nice little bow on the story. Yeah, because of Raiden mostly, but I actually kind of like the character. Oh well. I think they hated it, but by MGS3, everyone knew 2 was incredible. The cutscenes were too long and interruptive, but I love 2. MGS4 is like one of those Hollywood flicks. Just give you fan service and the story on a high, but the story was a bit meh. MGS2 is one of the many good 2001 games like Gran Turismo, GTA 3, Max Payne 1, etc. Yeah, I agree, but... Okay, I'll go in order. By MGS3, everyone knew 2 was incredible. I would say a lot of people thought 2 was incredible by that point, but I don't think in the collective consciousness of people, MGS2 had that status yet. I think by a lot of people, it was still a bad game. But I'm glad it's gotten its recognition. It really does deserve it. This is like a chef's kiss of content, narrative storytelling. MGS4, one of those Hollywood flicks, fan service. The story was a bit meh. Yeah, I'd say like Snake's story is like secondary. It's more or less everything else that was going on, and Snake is just the cherry on top. Oh yeah, I guess Snake is... We can give his backstory and stuff now, but it's like he takes a backseat to most of it. MGS2 is one of those many good 2001 games. Yeah.
Come on, time to go. If you run out of ammo, you can have mine.
You got enough?
Absolutely. Infinite ammo.
Wait up, Snake.
What?
Snake, have you ever enjoyed killing someone?
What are you talking about?
I'm not sure. Sometimes it's hard to tell the difference between reality and a game.
Diminished sense of reality, huh? VR training will do that.
No, it was field training when I was a kid. I lied, Snake. I have more field experience than I can remember. It's not VR that's doing this to me.
Raiden, we don't carry guns to take people down. We're not here to help some politician either.
You can say that because you're a legend, a hero. I'm Jack the Ripper, a dirty reminder of a terrible mistake.
Legends don't mean a whole lot. I was just a name to exploit, just like you.
People will remember only the good part, the right part of what you did.
There's no right part in murder. Not ever. And we're not in this to make a name for ourselves.
Then what are you and Otacon fighting for?
A future. You can stop being part of a mistake. Starting now.
What am I? What am I supposed to do?
Find something to believe in, and find it for yourself. And when you do, pass it on to the future.
Believe in what?
That's your problem. Come on.
Snake, Raiden.
Otacon, you all right?
Yeah, so are all the hostages.
That's good news.
How's everything on your end?
All right for now, but there is something.
What?
The Colonel's last transmission was strange.
Strange? How?
Just strange. No idea.
Interference?
I don't know.
Where is this Colonel?
I don't know. I've never met the man, actually.
I'll dig around.
Thanks. I owe you one.
If there's anything else, call me on the codec. I might be able to help. The frequency is 141.12.
One of the fan theories that I really love is that Raiden is by himself here, and Snake is just a figment of his imagination. That's kind of a loaded topic, right? I guess I can talk a little bit about that. Thanks, Snake. I have to scroll up a bit. Sorry. I'm kind of sure that that people probably grew up on Raiden in MGS Rising Revengeance 4. Yeah, actually. I would 100% agree. I don't think a lot of people who like MGS particularly played the second one. At least not initially. Oh, I'm out of ammo. I didn't really like Raiden, actually. Not even in MGS4. I thought he was a cool character, but I didn't say he would be my favorite. But up until I played Rising, I was like, okay, I kind of like this guy. And he was in, what? MGS2? I think I'll check it out. And I think that's how the rabbit hole usually goes. Oh, I should be wearing my body armor. I don't think most people would agree on me with this one, but my opinion, MGS5 Ground Zeroes is the weakest game in the series. Funny enough, I think it is one of the weakest games, just because it's more or less one mission. If it was like 1 or 2 missions and Ground Zeroes was the last one, I think would have had more of an impact. But since it's just one mission with some fluff around it, I think there really isn't much to go with that. I actually liked Ground Zeroes. It was a nice demo. But was too pricey. Personally, I hated 5. Well, the gameplay was great, but that's it. I did like, on that note, I did like MGS5 and Ground Zeroes because of what it adds the context around the whole series. The gameplay was pretty cool. But I guess besides that, the fact that you're not... Oh no, I let Snake die. That just gives us more time to talk.
Snake! Snake!
The spoiler for MGS5, just like mute the next 10 seconds or so. The fact that you don't play as Big Boss and it's revealed that you're not actually him. I think because of that, it loses some of its intrigue. Because the whole point around MGS5 was that, oh yeah, we're gonna explain what happens between Peace Walker and MGS1. This is the missing link between that story. And because they don't really explain a whole lot, you still have a missing link. You just have a new story. But I guess on all other fronts, it was more or less a good game. Just, you know, a bit lacking. What's your favorite boss in this game, by the way? You killed him. I actually killed Snake? I'm not even paying attention. Mine is Fat Man and Vamp. My favorite boss. That's a good question. I don't really like Vamp, because I think he takes too long. Fat Man, I think, is more annoying. I guess Olga. If you can call Olga proper boss. Right in. Alright, Snake, I'm gonna have to come in here. Really? No, I meant you were focused on us. I'm gonna focus this time. But what I brought up earlier the whole theory about Raiden more or less being by himself. Because, like, the whole tanker section, you could argue, is Raiden going in VR training. And the whole first part of the plant section is, like, Raiden still under that VR hypnosis, I guess you could say. He has Snake as, like, his comfort character. When he's in a stressful situation, he'll pull up Snake, and Snake will give him some words of advice to carry on. And, you know, the whole Snake just appearing out of thin air was another part of that whole theory. I'm out of ammo. I don't know. I like the fact that you can think about this stuff. They don't give you a clear answer on whether or not Snake is actually here. Because on the surface, it's like, Snake is clearly here. He's fighting. But when you look at the deeper themes and the story and how he's presented, it doesn't really line up.
Raiden, about this colonel of yours. I found out where he is.
Where?
Inside Arsenal.
What?
I've checked out all the possibilities, but I keep coming back to Arsenal. It isn't a relay point, it's the origin of the signal. And the encryption protocol it uses is exactly the same as that of Arsenal's AI, the so-called GW.
What the hell does this mean?
I think it means you've been talking to an AI.
That's impossible.
The kernel probably isn't GW per se. GW was most likely stimulating cortical activity in the dormant part of your brain through signal manipulation of your own nanomachines. The kernel is, in part, your own creation, cobbled together from expectations and experience.
That's crazy!
But it's probably the truth. The virus may be starting to affect GW, which would explain the kernel's behavior.
It was all an illusion? Everything I've done so far?
Raiden.
Snake, what's happening around here?
I don't know. What I do know is that you're standing right here in front of me. Not an illusion. Flesh and blood.
Huh?
It's your call. You can drop this if you want.
No, I can't do that. Let's go.
The themes in this game about AIs and what is reality.
Raiden, they've got Rose.
What?
Rose is being held in the holds.
It's a trap.
Help! Rose!
Raiden, get a grip.
But Snake...
It's a trap. Since the Colonel doesn't exist, there's no way he can take Rose hostage.
Yeah, you're right.
I am right.
Okay. Does Rose exist?
Don't be weird. She's your...
What if I've never really met her?
What?
If the Colonel is something that I partly dreamt up, then everything I remember about her could be...
Don't jump to conclusions.
You and Otacon are the ones that say the Colonel never existed.
Raiden!
Is this what Olga was talking about?
You see what I mean? If none of this is real, Raiden is losing his mind. So, in his mind, Snake comes out as this role that he can follow. No, the Colonel isn't real. Get a grip. Okay. Okay. You know what I mean? My favorite would be Olga, but I enjoyed the segment versus the Tengu. Olga, take this. Fortune, how good are you? Fat Man, look, your favorite explosives. Vamp, can't run from your shadow. Solid as Snake, I'll let you go out in style. Poor Solid Snake, haha. I like how Solid Snake, in a way, becomes Raiden's mentor a bit, and if you shoot out the lights, Vamp can't do that. A very good strat on Extreme. What if it isn't even Snake, but Ahab's clone? Lol. Yeah. What if it's not... What if Raiden is actually just another clone of Snake? He has the blonde hair. Oh, that's funny. We can keep going, right? If we just nitpick everything. But I think in a way, the fact that this was supposed to be the last Metal Gear game, maybe shifts a lot of things. Maybe Snake isn't actually here, you know? But because of MGS4, then okay, Snake really is here. It's just fun to think about these things, right? Back in my practice run for this game, this part in particular was like extremely difficult for some reason. It wasn't even difficult in the fact that I would die, but in the part that you probably saw earlier, that I just kept letting Snake die. And I think even last year, this part kind of gave me some trouble. I ended up using that strategy where you go in that room and you use the coolant spray. But let's see, I feel pretty confident this time. Especially since Snake is here to give me some support. Is this a game? How will this affect the trout population? I actually don't have any ammo. Snake, I could use some like M4, some AK ammo. Man, if this gets any worse, I'm gonna have to use my blade. While Snake was busy using that SOCOM, I was studying the blade. While Snake was drinking too much in Alaska with Meryl, I was studying the blade. Okay, Snake is doing a lot of the work for me. Oh, that's Snake. Almost tore him a new one. But we already established he's not really here, right? Sweet! That was my first try. That doesn't usually go so good.
Fortune.
It's been a long wait, Solid Snake. The root of all my sorrows.
What?
2 years ago, you killed my father. That was the beginning of hell for us. Everyone I love has been taken from me one by one, and no matter how hard I try, I can't follow them. An endless nightmare. The only thing we live for is to see it end. Our wait is almost over.
You can't be serious about firing the nuke.
Since no one can kill me, I may as well kill everyone I can. Starting with you, Solid Snake.
Damn! Looks like I'm today's pick. You go on ahead. want eternal rest, I've got it right here.
What are you gonna do? Bullets can't get near her.
I'll think of something. There's no such thing as a witch.
You think you can kill me?
I don't know what your group's been through, but let's get one thing clear. I didn't kill your father.
Do you think anyone believes your lies?
Raiden, get out of here!
Cue one of my favorite scenes. Appears out of nowhere.
Jack, I've been watching how you fight. It looks like you've remembered the way you used to kill in the old days. Or is it one of the S3 plan's proud achievements?
What are you talking about?
It came as a complete surprise when Ocelot discovered the S3 data from GW. Not a bad idea, though. Using fire to fight fire, creating the perfect assassin to retire Solid Snake's brother. S3 stands for Solid Snake Simulation. It's a development program to artificially reproduce Solid Snake, the perfect warrior. The result is a Foxhound Commando. When Foxhound no longer exists, a simulated Solid Snake shaped by VR regimen. Sound like someone you know, Jack? I'm sorry to see you reduced to one of the Patriots' puppets. But I've made use of you, and their plan too. Solid Snake's sudden appearance, your arrival, it was obvious the Patriots were among my ranks. I had to smoke out the agent before the mission entered the final phase. You came in handy, as bait. Jack, those days during the Civil War were as real as they come. Every day was absolute, split between life and death. You ran from it, and now you've been led back to war by something less than real. No more games, Jack. At least you know. There's no reason to keep you alive now. I've given you a worthy opponent, at least. But now, you should die as the little Jackie boy I once knew.
Alright, I'll be the first to admit, I like some pretty weird stuff, but this has got to take the cake. Raiden just appears out of nowhere, no hatch, no nothing. What seems like an ocean or something inside of Arsenal. Nothing in the background, right? Except now, 25 rays along with their units. This part always felt so luminal. Oops. And I guess that's why I really like it. It makes no sense, but at the same time, nobody questions it. It's like, oh yeah, I'm just in this endless sea of nothing. Oh yeah, I gotta fight 25 rays now. So what? You know, now that I think about it, the Ray fight is actually a very good contender. A very good contender for my favorite boss fights. It's got some challenge to it, but I don't think it's really that difficult. Hope I didn't just jinx myself. But I like it. Maybe not for the rays themselves, but for the location. But I will say, in my practice for this, these rays probably took the most amount of time. I always die to those knee rockets. For some reason, I can never escape them. Oh yeah, and they also do what I like to call the Konami shake, where they kind of like spaz out their models. Makes me wonder what a Silent Hill would look like in Metal Gear. Because this is some Silent Hill type stuff. I haven't been keeping up with chat because, like I said, this part always gave me the most trouble. I think we're doing pretty good. Wait a minute, aren't they in Manhattan? Not yet. They're still in Arsenal. I saw something about a river, and Arsenal was a tank. I'm pretty sure we're underwater right now. Right? Yeah, because Arsenal gets brought up to the surface due to the virus. Yeah, so where are we? Right? The fact there's no clear answer kind of speaks for itself. Due to 9/11, the following cutscenes were removed, where Arsenal went through New York destroying places. Yeah. You know what's funny about that? We still haven't seen that footage. As far as we know, it just doesn't exist anymore. I'm sure it's sitting in some Konami hard drive somewhere, waiting to be seen. But the closest we have is the model of Arsenal on top of New York in the document. Which makes me wonder if they ever make remakes of Metal Gear, would they include that scene? It's been more than 20 years now. Or would they play it safe and keep it the same way? I don't know. That's something to think about. Body armor. I'm down to my last ration. In the next scene, we were afloat. Lol. I don't think it ever rose. It was kind of a float. I don't know. And after all the craziness happens, Arsenal decides to move close near Manhattan. Probably out of respect to avoid, I guess. Yeah, that's a good question. Because I remember the scene playing out as being inside Arsenal, and then it just cuts to the top of Arsenal for no reason. But when I played this, Ocelot specifically mentions, like, oh yeah, we're being brought up. I can't do anything, the controls are locked out. And then you get, like, choked out or something. So it's just kind of weird all around. And I think that's what makes it so great. Would this scene be as impactful if we were just on top of Arsenal fighting these guys? Or the fact that we don't know what's going on make it, like, twice as cool? Oh no. I did say we were doing pretty good. I'm out of rations. Oh, come on. Has anyone tried the boss rush in this game? And actually done well in it? I tried it out for the first time, like a couple days ago. And I think I made it to the raise before I just got absolutely demolished. Oh no! Those are exactly what kills me. I would have died. Oh, thank God. Oh. Thanks, Ethan.
I'll hold
you
them
take
off.
care of
Give you time
yourself
to get
too.
away.
Thanks for stopping by.
What about you?
This is suicide! Your nanomachines, they're transmitting your vital signs to the Patriots. If you die, my child dies. You understand?
The child. I see. So that's why you sold your troops out to me. So many dead, and they all died trusting you! Weren't they your comrades?
No, not just comrades. Family! I know I'm going to hell, but at least my child...
Thanks, Ethan. I'm glad somebody appreciates my lip syncing.
If you have a death wish, I'll be happy to accommodate you. See you in hell! enjoyed the show, Jack? Let's pick up where we left off. What's going on? What's wrong with it?
AI, GW, it's out of control.
What?
Thank you.
Throughout the neural network.
Thanks for stopping by, Evangelina.
What happened?
See you around.
Kind of virus.
The Patriots?
And thanks.
I don't know.
Ocelot, what have you been up to?
It's too late. Arsenal's system control is going haywire. It's on an emergency ascent course.
Stupid machines! Damn the Patriots!
Raiden is having his Shinji moment.
You still have some use.
I've captured Snake.
Bring him in.
I always preferred Solidus Snake than Liquid Snake. How about you? Are we talking about just snakes? Because personally, I'm more of a Big Boss fan. But if we're just comparing Solidus than Liquid, I'd say Solidus. Solidus does not get enough love. He's always forgotten. So, yeah, I'd say Solidus. Not that...
Are you awake yet, Jack?
Not just because he's a mirror of Big Boss.
GW, the Arsenal AI is corrupted beyond repair. I admit that I underestimated you. I'll squeeze the answers out of you instead, my son!
What do you hope to hear? You know he doesn't know anything.
It's not him I want the answers from.
What do you mean?
That's not your business.
Oh, really? It so happens I have some business of my own to attend to.
I'm gonna talk here and there through these cutscenes, because we are literally in the end game.
Screw me over, weren't you?
We are just
Ocelot?
cutscene after cutscene, so I'm gonna talk a bit.
I was
Yeah, he deserves
used
more.
Ocelot to
He's a
suggest
great
the
character.
idea to you in the first place.
You know what's funny is that Solidus was actually
I was planning to
Armstrong
give you
before
Arsenal to begin
Armstrong
with.
existed.
Why the uncharacteristic generosity?
And nobody talks about him.
I'm no philanthropist. Arsenal is far from impregnable. It needs other Metal Gears as guards, a huge
To pass
payload
on
of
extreme
warheads,
mode.
and
Yeah,
full
I've
air,
seen some
sea,
people
and
play
land
this
support
game.
to function efficiently.
I
Against
can't
a
even
large
imagine
attack
doing that.
force without support, Arsenal is nothing more than a gigantic coffin.
I barely
Arsenal
passed that
gear
part
was
on normal.
Never the real objective.
What was your objective then?
A list of names of the Patriots. They were planning to extend their control to digital information flow with GW and Arsenal. That means the information they want to filter out is contained in GW, including that list of the highest 12 members of the Patriots Wiseman's Committee.
And once you knew who they were, you would cross out their names one by one, while we, with our useless arsenal, drew their fire.
Very good.
You were using us all along.
Were you any different?
But your plans hit a snag with GW destroyed, hasn't it?
No, there is another way.
Really? But we have our own plans
We're at
to
like
carry
87% of the game.
out. We'll take
Yeah.
the arsenal since you don't care for it anyway.
I guess you could say
the
that.
purified hydrogen bomb is ready to
Considering
go.
it's pretty much all cutscenes from here on, except Solidus.
It will damage their power source.
My fingers
The
hurt for a
mindless
while for
masses
all that
that they
tapping on
control.
Extreme.
First things first.
My heart goes out to you, dude. I have no idea
Of
how you could do
course.
that on Extreme.
That was what you wanted. I won't stop you. Good luck.
Thanks, but I have quite enough of that. What exactly do you find so funny?
Charades usually are humorous. I wouldn't have minded watching some more of it, but we're running a little short on time.
What are you talking about?
Everything you've done here has been scripted. A little exercise set up by us.
Exercise?
The S3 plan was conceived as a means to produce soldiers on par with Solid Snake. That's what I told you. But the VR training the boy was put through is not the meat of the project. You think this little terrorist incident is your own doing, Solidus? This is the S3 training kernel.
It was so mind-blowing to me finding what happens to the Patriots at the end of the game.
Of
Like,
Shadow
damn.
Moses.
It really is the cherry on top of everything
Ames
that's
and
happening.
The president's deaths. The ninja. The computer virus that mimics Foxdie. Did you really think they were all a coincidence? Ames' own nanomachines were used to shut down his pacemaker. I arranged for the appearance of the ninja as well. As for the president, although Johnson realized what was going on, he played out his allotted part. As for the computer virus, it's a digital counterpart of Foxdie. It was also designed to eliminate every scrap of information regarding the Patriots from GW. Your plan was invalidated even before execution, Solidus. Fat Man was a different story. He's one of our own people, a sort of examiner we hired to test the boy's progress before letting him tackle the exercise proper. We had to arrange for Stillman's presence to coax the maniac into agreeing. If the boy had allowed the big shell to be destroyed, this exercise would have ended there. The project has no room for failures.
What do you mean?
Given the right situation, the right story, anyone can be shaped into Snake. Even rookies can fight like men of experience. An instant creation of genius. And And this training kernel would provide more than enough data to formulate such a program. You, Dead Cell, Olga, you're all nothing but pawns placed to create the perfect simulation.
Just after all the
Solidus,
crazy things happening, but I wonder who was watching Olga's child
because your
if it wasn't the
relationship
Patriots.
resembles the one between
That's
the
a good
Snake
question.
and Big Boss.
I have no idea.
You and the rest of Dead Cell
I don't think we'll
stand in
ever
for the
know.
Foxhound squad that Snake took on in
But
Shadow
somehow,
Moses. You're the
wasn't
most
she like in?
impressive collection of freaks outside
Wasn't
of
Sunny in like
Foxhound.
Area 51? Is that unironically like
Gone to a lot
where
of trouble
she
to set
was?
you up against the boy.
Or was that just
That story
writing?
about purified hydrogen bombs is just the tip of the iceberg. The project was already underway when I sunk that tanker, along with your old man 2 years ago. Throwing your
Well, to
husband
be honest,
in the brig
Fat Man
was a
did tell
part
us
of
the
it
only
too.
reason he insisted
You were told that the
was 'cause they
eradication
brought
of
out
Dead Cell
Peter Stillman
6
in his
months
cutscene.
ago was an act of the Patriots. We provoked and encouraged your hatred.
Yeah, huh?
And you opted for vengeance.
I was gonna say in
Just
the
as we
digital,
planned.
in the digital comic, isn't it like something
orchestrated?
different?
Except for the appearance of the real Solid Snake.
I don't remember. It's been a while since I've seen it.
Who sent for you?
All our misfortune was just a part of your project? How could...
You're no Lady Luck. You have nothing that we didn't give you.
What?
Do you know why no bullet could hit you? It wasn't magic or some new age mumbo jumbo. Certainly wasn't your psychic talents. It was all staged by the Patriots.
Staged?
You were being shielded by the electromagnetic weapons technology that the Patriots developed. Your Dead Cell comrades loved your father and husband. We needed a pathetic wretch like you to keep them focused. You've been our puppet all along, just like Olga.
No!
You were hamming it up as the tragic heroine, thanks to the script that the Patriots wrote for you. Pure self-indulgence, absorbed in your own misfortune. You couldn't get enough of the drama.
I could have died whenever I wanted to.
Other than MGS, what other games do you like to play?
Thought I
Well,
got her in the heart.
I'm kind of a sucker for Minecraft. I do play my fair share of Modern Warfare 2.
Now I remember. Your heart's on the right.
I guess those are the only three
but your
at
luck's
the
run
top of my
out.
head, including MGS.
This is the little gizmo.
At least the
There's no
ones that I
such
play
thing as
consistently.
miracles or the
I play some other games,
only
but
cutting-edge technology.
not for a long time, not an extended period like those three. While Revolver Ocelot talks and mentions most of the characters, not him or Fortune or anyone on board in this cutscene mentions Vamp. That is a very good point. I never noticed that. Oops. Yeah, that is so true. Is that intentional, do you think? Or is that Kojima forgetting that Vamp exists? Or is that like there's no need to mention Vamp because he's not there. He's still
Now that I have
he's dead.
enough data, all
He didn't
I have
really
to do is
contribute that much to the
retrieve
story.
and clean up
That's funny.
the
I never
refuse
noticed
from the
that.
exercise.
Just try.
How's this then?
Alright, here's my conspiracy theory for this part.
Fortune!
The Patriots turn on her device again so that they could mess with
I told you, your luck's run
with
out.
Ocelot.
Take your reward.
Because they do kind of need
Ray has
Raiden and everyone else to survive for a bit longer.
Everybody down!
What the? Impossible.
So many questions I have after playing this game, and many of the questions will probably go unanswered. I think that's probably for the best. Or else we'll get another MGS4.
She is Lady Luck.
That's just explaining. Just explanation after explanation. I guess it keeps some of its mystique like that. We're still talking about this game 20 years later because
Daughter of a proud and noble
nobody really knows what's going on. Yeah, even though he probably doesn't much in the story, I would have appreciated if Kojima would have mentioned Vamp in this cutscene. But who knows, it probably was intentional to not mention Vamp. Probably. I don't know. It could be an Akira Toriyama thing where you just forgot. Or maybe there's no need.
Try this instead.
I guess no one would really know unless Kojima. Right, they turned Fortune's Lady Luck, but we know that the Patriots are not the ones, since they're, well, you know. That's true. I guess.
Brothers! Liquid! I've been waiting for this! It can't be. I've been inside this arm all along, waiting for the right time to awaken. You were inside Ocelot?
Yes, a sleeper in the arm of a Patriot spy.
It was you 2 years ago?
Exactly. I was controlling him.
How convenient.
Snake, it was
Wink.
I that leaked information about Arsenal to your partner and got you out here.
What?
You're the only one that can free me. After all... I'm off to bury the Patriots for good.
You know where they are? How?
Why do you think I chose Ocelot as my host? But before I go, I have a family matter to settle with both of you. There's room for only one Snake and one big boss. Time to say goodbye!
Damn.
I wonder what was Liquid Snake's reaction after finding out what happened to the Patriots in Austin's reaction too. What do you mean? After finding out what happened to the Patriots? You mean that they're like all dead? Or like MGS4 Patriots? The only time the three Snake brothers are reunited and together. Yeah, you know what? That's kind of sad, actually. The fact that they never really got together. I guess in canon. And this is the only part. And it's not even really Liquid, it's just Ocelot. It would be nice. Well, it would be cool to see an alternate reality where this game didn't kill off Liquid. Or should I say the game before didn't kill off Liquid. And we get to see like actual Liquid. We can dream, right? Well, Liquid Snake doesn't know that the Patriots are gone. Well, what do you mean? I guess you could say the Patriots that they're looking for are gone, but the Patriots are well and truly alive. I guess you could say in a sense, because of the AI.
What are you laughing at? Do you know what day it is today?
March 11th?
That's right. George Washington took office as the first president of the United States of America 200 years ago today. And it happened right here. We were going to declare another independence, the dawn of a new nation here. The end of the Patriots' secret rule, liberation of this country. This was where it was supposed to begin. This is where freedom could have been born.
All you want is power at any cost.
Jack, it's not power I want. What I wanted to take back from the Patriots are things like freedom, civil rights, opportunities. The founding principles of this country. Everything that's about to be wiped out by their digital censorship. Jack, listen to me. We're all born with an expiration date. No one lasts forever. Life is nothing but a grace period for turning the best of our genetic material into the next generation. The data of life is transferred from parent to child. That's how it works. But we have no heirs, no legacy. We brothers are called les enfants terribles. Cloned from our father, with the ability to reproduce conveniently engineered out. What is our legacy if we cannot pass the torch? Proof of our existence, a mark of some sort. When the torch is passed on from parent to child, it extends beyond DNA. Information is imparted as well. All I want is to be remembered by other people, by history. The Patriots are
I think they cut a part of this game
power,
when Raiden cuts the flag on Solid Snake after defeating him. I think that's one of the cut parts
Unlike an intron of history,
My favorite line
I
from
will
Solid
be
Snake
remembered
when
as
he
an
says,
Exxon.
"And liberate us all,
will be my
and we will
legacy,
become
my mark
the
in
Sons
history."
of Liberty."
But the Patriots would deny us even that.
And then that's where I go. That's where I start clapping and I
will
say,
triumph over the
"He said
Patriots
it!"
and liberate us all, and we will become the Sons of Liberty.
He said it! He said the thing!
Raiden, are you receiving? We're still here.
How's that possible? The AI was destroyed.
Only GW.
Who are you?
To begin with, we're not what you'd call human. Over the past 200 years, a kind of consciousness formed layer by layer in the crucible of the White House. It's not unlike the way life started in the oceans 4 billion years ago. The White House was our primordial soup, a base of evolution. We are formless. We are the very discipline and morality that Americans invoke so often. How can anyone hope to eliminate us? As long as this nation exists, so will we.
Cut the crap! If you're immortal, why would you take away individual freedoms and censor the net?
Jack, don't be silly.
Don't you know that our plans have your interests, not ours, in mind?
What?
Jack, listen carefully, like a good boy.
The mapping of the human genome was completed early this century. As a result, the evolutionary log of the human race lay open to us.
We started with genetic engineering, and in the end, we succeeded in digitizing life itself.
But there are things not covered by genetic information.
What do you mean?
Human memories, ideas, culture, history.
Genes don't contain any record of human history.
Is it something that should not be passed on? Should that information be left at the mercy of nature?
We've always kept records of our lives, through words, pictures, symbols, from tablets to books.
But not all the information was inherited by later generations. A small percentage of the whole was selected and processed, then passed on. Not unlike genes, really.
That's what history is, Jack.
But in the current digitized world, trivial information is accumulating every second, preserved in all its triteness. Never fading, always accessible.
Rumors about petty issues, misinterpretations, slander.
All this junk data, preserved in an unfiltered state, growing at an alarming rate.
It will only slow down social progress, reduce the rate of evolution.
Raiden, you seem to think that our plan is one of censorship.
Are you telling me it's not?
You're being silly. What we propose to do is not to control content, but to create context.
Create context?
The digital society furthers human flaws and selectively rewards development of convenient half-truths. Just look at the strange juxtapositions of morality around you.
Billions spent on new weapons in order to humanely murder other humans.
Rights of criminals are given more respect than the privacy of their victims.
Although there are people suffering in poverty, huge donations are made to protect endangered species. Everyone grows up being told the same thing.
Be nice to other people.
But beat out the competition.
You're special. Believe in yourself and you will succeed.
But it's obvious from the start that only a few can succeed.
You exercise your right to freedom, and this is the result. All rhetoric to avoid conflict and protect each other from hurt. The untested truths, spun by different interests, continue to churn and accumulate in the sandbox of political correctness and value systems.
Everyone withdraws into their own small gated community, afraid of a larger forum. They stay inside their little ponds, leaking whatever truth suits them into the growing cesspool of society at large.
The different cardinal truths neither clash nor mesh. No one is invalidated, but nobody is right.
Not even natural selection can take place here. The world is being engulfed in truth.
And this is the way the world ends. Not with a bang, but a whimper.
We're trying to stop that from happening.
It's our responsibility as rulers. Just as in genetics, unnecessary information and memory must be filtered out to stimulate the evolution of the species.
And you think you're qualified to decide what's necessary and not?
Absolutely. Who else could wade through the sea of garbage you people produce, retrieve valuable truths, and even interpret their meaning for later generations?
That's what it means to create context.
I'll decide for myself what to believe and what to pass on.
But is that even your own idea?
Or something Snake told you.
That's the proof of your incompetence right there. You lack the qualifications to exercise free will.
That's not true. I have the right.
Does something like a self exist inside of you?
That which you call self serves as nothing more than a mask to cover your own being.
In this era of ready-made truths, self is just something used to preserve those positive emotions that you occasionally feel.
Another possibility is that self is a concept you conveniently borrowed under the logic that would endow you with some sense of strength.
That's crap!
Is it? Would you prefer that someone else tell you? All right then. Explain it to him.
Jack, you're simply the best, and you got there all by yourself.
Oh, what happened? Do you feel lost? Why not try a bit of soul-searching?
Don't think you'll find anything, though.
Ironic that although self is something that you yourself fashioned, every time something goes wrong, you turn around and place the blame on something else.
It's not my fault. It's not your fault.
In denial, you simply resort to looking for another, more convenient truth in order to make yourself feel better.
Leaving behind in an instant the so-called truth you once embraced.
Should someone like that be able to decide what is truth?
Should someone like you even have the right to decide?
You've done nothing but abuse your freedom.
You don't deserve to be free.
We're not the ones smothering the world. You are.
The individual is supposed to be weak, but far from powerless. A single person has the potential to ruin the world.
And the age of digitized communication has given even more power to the individual. Too much power for an immature species.
Building a legacy involves figuring out what is wanted and what needs to be done for that goal. All this you used to struggle with. Now we think for you.
We are your guardians, after all.
You want to control human thought? Human behavior?
Of course. Anything can be quantified nowadays. That's what this exercise was designed to prove.
You fell in love with me just as you were meant to, after all. Isn't that right, Jack?
Ocelot was not told the whole truth, to say the least.
We rule an entire nation. Of what interest would a single soldier, no matter how able, be to us?
The S3 plan does not stand for solid snake simulation. What it does stand for is selection for societal sanity. The S3 is a system for controlling human will and consciousness. S3 is not you, a soldier trained in the image of Solid Snake. It is a method, a protocol that created a circumstance that made you what you are.
So you see, we're the S3, not you.
What you experienced was the final test of its effectiveness.
That's crazy.
You heard what President Johnson said.
The Arsenal's GW system is the key to their supremacy.
The objective of this exercise was to establish such a method. We used Shadow Moses as a paradigm for the exercise.
I wonder if you would have preferred a fantasy setting.
We chose that backdrop because of its extreme circumstances. It was an optimal test for S3's crisis management capacity. If the model could trigger, control, and solve this, it would be ready for any contingency. And now, we have our proof. Raiden, there are also reasons behind your selection. Solidus raised plenty of other child soldiers. Do you know why we chose you over them? It was because you were the only one who refused to acknowledge the past. All the others remember what they were and pay for it daily.
But you turn your back on everything you don't like. You do whatever you like, see only the things you like, and for yourself alone.
Yes, Rose can attest to that.
You refused to see me for what I was. I lied to you, but I wanted to be caught. You pretended to be understanding, to be a gentleman. You never made a conscious attempt to reach out to me. The only time you did was when I gave you no choice but to do so.
I was just trying not to...
What? Trying not to hurt me? Dear, the one you were trying not to hurt was yourself. Avoiding the truth under the guise of kindness is all that you did. It occurred to you to do nothing but look out for yourself. Even if you claim that it was for my sake, that feeling was nowhere to be seen. In the end, everything was for your sake. I was never part of the picture.
Exactly right. So you see, you're a perfect representative of the masses we need to protect. This is why we chose you. You accepted the fiction we've provided, obeyed our orders, and did everything you were told to. The exercise is a resounding success.
Didn't I tell you that GW is still incomplete? But not anymore, thanks to you.
Your persona, experiences, triumphs, and defeats are nothing but byproducts. The real objective was ensuring that we could generate and manipulate them. It's taken a lot of time and money, but it was well worth it considering the results. I think that's enough talk. It's time for the final exercise. Raiden, take Solidus down.
Think again. I'm through doing what I'm told.
Oh, really? Aren't you forgetting something?
If you die, my child dies.
The termination of vital signals from your nanomachines means the death of Olga's child. Not to mention the death of Rose. She's wired the same way.
Rose, does she actually exist?
Of course I do, Jack. You have to believe me.
Damn!
It will be a fight to the death.
Solidus at least wants you dead.
We will collect the necessary data from this last fight. Then we'll consider the exercise closed. So, Jack the Ripper, will it be Solidus, the Patriot's creation, or you, Solidus's creation? Our beloved monsters, enjoy yourselves.
Oh my god.
Jack, my son.
This game came out in 2001.
My clone brothers and I are called monsters, replicates of evil genes. You are one of a kind, but still a monster, shaped by a dark and secret history. We need to decide which monstrosity will have the privilege of survival. By the way, Jack, I was the one who killed your parents. I claimed you for my own and raised you as a soldier in the army of the devil.
After defeating Solidus.
I am your
I heard
foster
you can
father
zoom in
and
and
your
see
worst
Vamp in
enemy.
the background.
Why?
Yeah, actually,
Because I
Vamp is
needed
just
to know whether
standing
we were
around
really
there.
someone else's creation. We're repeating history, Jack. Liquid and Solid
This is
hunted down
probably the
Big
craziest
Boss,
part
trying to
of the
sever
whole
the tie
game.
that bound them
Everything
to
they
him.
say in this codec
Unless
right
you
now.
kill me
This
and face your past,
genuinely
Jack,
insane.
you will never escape. You'll stay in the endless loop, your own double helix.
I love how patiently he waits for Raiden to stop talking on the codec.
It's time
He's
we were both free.
just getting ready in the meantime. You know what? That is kind of funny. They treat the codec in this game as if it's like telepathy. Like they're not actually talking. They're just thinking about talking.
I have other reasons for wanting you dead.
And that
The clues
conversation
to the
was
Patriots
a
inside
while.
GW have been erased,
So
but there
they
are
were literally
other
just
traces.
staring at each other for like 10 minutes.
Inside you. What? The information is being carried by the nanomachines in your cerebral cortex and throughout the neural network they formed.
Show me a good time, Jack. Come on. Oops.
What's wrong with you?
Oh, this one's so much better in practice. Maybe I should wear my body armor. I think it just looks better in the cutscenes to have Raiden without the body armor. Since it does carry over, I think it kind of ruins the mood. Just to see Raiden. Yeah! That's like the first successful combo. So after Raiden sends Vamp straight to the water, later Vamp just, for whatever reason, decides to go into the city, I guess. That is kind of funny, though. How Vamp just randomly appears. But I guess you could also say that about Snake. Like, Snake just jumps in after Liquid, and he just randomly appears. I guess try not to think about it too hard. Solid as Snake. What's wrong with you? Oh! Stop, drop, and roll!
This is where it gets interesting.
Alright, we're halfway there. Halfway there. Sad and devastated after finding out Fortune was killed. He probably misses Fat Man too. You know, I would think that, except nothing happens. He's just kind of like, at the end. And even in MGS4, he's like, I don't care. But I guess at least some part of him must. Yeah, Solid Snake. He jumps straight to the water, and we see him in the end. Funny, but cool to see him. I always like Solid Snake more than Vulcan, to be honest. Yeah, I guess. I wouldn't exactly say... I guess in terms of final bosses, Solidus, I'd say, takes the cake. Because with Vulcan, you kind of just... You have to defeat him, right? And then he comes back in the tank, the Shagohod. And then he keeps coming back. And then Snake doesn't even kill him. It's more like lightning kills him. I guess, yeah. So in terms of, like, themes... The fact that Raiden kills his father, quote unquote, I guess is more impactful than Snake killing some random general. So yeah, I guess I agree. All right, we're going ration time. Oh no. And again, Solid as Snake wants intel. Raiden stops having his thoughts, conversations in the codex. You know what's funny? I didn't think about that. Is Raiden actually communicating with GW in his thoughts? I don't know what I mean by that. That's just something I thought about. Volgin was more annoying in his boss battles, but I still like the character. He's a pretty cool character, but I wouldn't exactly say he's up there. At least to me personally. But there we go. That is the game. Solid is doing the dash with flames always seemed cool to me, especially after he does that in the first cutscene. He appears in with Raiden and Snake. I must have passed the game like 49 times by now. How about you? That is quite a lot. I don't know, probably... This is my third playthrough, technically, on this console. But I also played it on the PS2. So I guess in total I'd say 4. I've played this game 4 times. It's a far cry from 49, I'll admit. But I do enjoy myself every time I play this game. I played it on the PS2, like once. And after that I was like, where is Snake? Why am I Raiden? And then the game completely went over my head in terms of what it's trying to say. And it wasn't until recently, like extremely recently, like last year actually, that I played this game for the first time since. That's funny. So this is my 4th playthrough. Sorry, I mean 16 times, I mean. Alright. That's still a lot. But that's cool. I don't know if I could play this game that many times.
Who am I, really? No one quite knows who or what they are. The memories you have and the role you were assigned are burdens you had to carry. It doesn't matter if they were real or not. That's never the point. There's no such thing in the world as absolute reality.
This is the
Most
end of
what we call
Evangelion
real is actually
part
fiction.
I was talking about a different stream ago.
What you think you see is only as real as your brain tells you it is.
Then, what am I supposed to believe in? What am I going to leave behind when I'm through?
We can tell other people about having faith. What we had faith in. What we found important enough to fight for. It's not whether you were right or wrong, but how much faith you were willing to have. That decides the future. The Patriots are a kind of ongoing fiction too, come to think of it. Listen, don't obsess over words so much. Find the meaning behind the words, then decide. You can find your own name. And your own future.
Decide for myself?
And whatever you choose will be you.
I don't know if I can.
I know you didn't have much in terms of choices this time. But everything you felt, thought about during this mission is yours. And what you decide to do with them is your choice.
You mean start over?
Yeah, a clean slate, a new name, new memories. Choose your own legacy. It's for you to decide.
That's pretty profound.
It's up to you.
That is so impactful. Damn, so you haven't played this game for a long time since you played it on the PS2.
What is that?
So what console have you been playing this game on? Xbox One. I played my...
Dog tags.
No, yeah, I played these past three playthroughs on my Xbox One. Oh yeah, by the way.
Anyone you know?
No, never heard the name before.
That's me. What?
I'll pick my own name and my own life. I'll find something worth passing on.
I think Vamp was right there.
They taught me some good things too.
I like Evangelion too. Nice. You like Evangelion too?
All those who fought for it.
Funny you should mention that.
Have the freedom to spread the word.
I've got
even me.
A Rey
Snake. What about
Chiquita
child?
Don't worry.
in my background.
I'll find him. Count on it. As long as you keep yourself alive, he's safe.
Yeah, I really like Evangelion.
Do you know where
actually,
went?
It's like one of my favorite animes ever.
Did he head for the Patriots?
Yeah.
So after this cutscene, Vamp is in the background, I think.
A bogus location to begin with.
Yeah. He's just standing there.
Cheer up. We have a better lead. This contains the list of all the Patriots.
But Ocelot took it.
The one we gave you wasn't the real thing.
What?
This virus is coded to destroy only a specific part of GW, namely the information about the Patriot's identity. Which means that there's a parameter coded in here that defines what that information is.
I get it. Analyze the code and you can probably find out where they operate. Count me in.
No, you have things to do first. And people you need to talk to.
And then he just disappears into thin air. And everyone's just walking past them. Alright, I think Vamp is coming up.
Snake?
What's wrong?
There he is. There he is.
Nothing. Can I ask you something? Who am I, really?
I wouldn't know. But we're
Who
going
am
to
I?
find out together, aren't we?
I know I'm not Vamp.
Yeah.
Evangelion, another crazy story and so many questions I have for that anime too, just like this game.
See me
Vamp
for what
watches
I
them
am,
both
okay?
and just goes his one way, walking to wherever he was going that day.
I know.
Have you seen that new Evangelion movie? 3.0 plus 1? It's pretty good.
Do you remember this place?
Of course.
Oh, the parrot Emma
This
had
is
as
where we
well.
first met. I remember now.
I think that's what they
Today is
call
the day I met you.
a metaphor.
That's it.
It's kind of funny. Funny in a sad way.
I think I found something to pass along to the future.
What?
He said all living things want their genes to live on.
Are you talking about the baby?
Yeah. But genes aren't the only thing you pass on. There are too many things that aren't written into our DNA. It's up to us to teach that to our children.
What kind of things?
About the environment, our ideas, our culture, poetry.
I have barely seen the old school Evangelion movies, and I have yet to see the new one, to be honest.
We'll tell them everything together.
You should check it out if you have a chance.
Is that a proposal?
I think
this is
I think all 4 of the new ones are on Prime. If you get a chance, I'd highly recommend it.
I stare at the stars and the sky up above.
So that was MGS2.
What am I?
Metal Gear Solid 2, Sons of Liberty.
Am I full
Some of my thoughts after finishing this game again.
and pain? Or am I filled
This game,
with love?
I have historically never really liked. I thought it was a good game, but I never personally liked it as much as the others. But I guess in that way, the fact that I didn't open up myself to accept the concepts they're trying to talk about and actually learning how to play the game kind of helps. But yeah, this game has also grown on me. Just like MGS1, I have a newfound love of this game, especially with the themes that it's trying to convey. I think it's more relevant today than it was 20 years ago. But I guess, what kind of media isn't? Aged like a fine wine. With all the AI stuff that's going around today, the warnings that this game gave us over the past 20 years have more or less come to be. So okay, I wasn't sure if I had more time to talk. So yeah, I mean, I think the themes this game tries to tell people, more or less, is what everybody should hope to strive for. There's no such thing as absolute reality. You have to make your own. And there's just something about that I find so profound. Yeah. And seeing as though this game was supposed to be the last Metal Gear, you can definitely tell in a lot of the ways the story tries to leave itself open-ended. But seeing as this isn't the last game, I guess a lot of those little details don't really make as much of an impact. But yeah, I would recommend anybody I would recommend everybody, actually, to at least watch the cutscenes, see what this game is trying to say, and then decide. Because I'm just some guy, right? So yeah, those are my thoughts. Asuka's my favorite character from that anime. Ooh. That's kind of a loaded statement, dude. Yeah, she's pretty cool. I'm more of a Rei fan. Man, I swear I just love most of the things. This game, the story, the gameplay, the characters, the music. What a game. This end credit song and the one from MGS2 are my favorite ones. That's understandable. By the way, did you play this game after MGS4? I sure did. I sure did. Which is why I didn't really like it. It was way more different in terms of gameplay and story. At the time, I really disliked this game. But now that I'm older, I know what goes on. I really enjoy it. Yeah, you're right. It is relevant to this day, and will continue to be so after like 21 years have passed since the game was released. Yeah, I feel like this is just a timeless game.
In peace, not war, and dreams that I let slip away.
The problems that we have today started 20 years ago. So it is what it is, right? We can only keep moving forward from here. We can look back on the past and think about what we've done. But in the end, we can't change it, so we have to keep moving forward. Damn, so many people love Rei more. She's cool too. I used to be a big Asuka fan, and I used to hate Rei. I don't know. Things change. Maybe I'll flip over to Asuka someday. I like Rei's character development. I hope to play that game too one day. MGS4, that is. It's a really cool game, but I think it's way too reliant on its hardware. Otherwise, it would be included in maybe this HD collection. But honestly, I would recommend just downloading an emulator. That's pretty much the only way to play it now. Even the PS3 that I have is like falling apart. So one day I won't be able to play that game. So I can only hope some people smarter than me can come up with a very good emulator. I've played it on the emulator too. It's a bit buggy, but it's mostly playable. But you do need a pretty good computer, so I guess that's a downside. The girl with purple hair, I forgot her name. She's cool too. Misato. Mommy Misato.
Life isn't just about passing on your genes. We can leave behind much more than just DNA. Through speech, music, literature, and movies, what we've seen, heard, felt, anger, joy, and sorrow. These are the things I will pass on. That's what I live for. We need to pass the torch and let our children read our messy and sad history by its light. We have all the magic of the digital age to do that with. The human race will probably come to an end sometime, and new species may rule over this planet. Earth may not be forever, But we still have the responsibility to leave what traces of life we can. Building the future and keeping the past alive are one and the same thing.
That's all life really is anyways, right?
Snake, you there? It's me. I've finished going over that disk.
Did you find the Patriots list?
Of course. It contains the personal data of 12 people. There was a name on it. Snake, it was one of our biggest contributors.
What's going on around here?
I don't know.
Anyway, where are they?
Well, we were right about them being on Manhattan, but...
But what?
They're already dead. All 12 of them.
When did it happen?
Well, about 100 years ago.
What the hell?
All right. Playtime 9 hours, 32 minutes, and 29 seconds. Save 6 times. Continued 17 times. Alert mode 21 times. Persons killed 175. Rations 30 used. Panther. I'll take it, I guess. Yeah, I'll save. So yeah. That's MGS2. Cool. It will probably be the only reason for me to buy a PS3 for that game, MGS4, or I can just do like you said on an emulator. You know what's funny? The only reason I got a PS3 was because of MGS4. My grandpa actually got me a PS3 on Black Friday, like... Oh man, it's been so many years now. Like... I want to say 2012 or something? Yeah, it's been 10 years. Time flies, right? But you can only keep moving forward. Misato sucks. What happens to her at the end of the anime? Yeah. What an awesome speech by Solid Snake. Like I said, mind-blowing with the information Otacon has. God damn. Panther's pretty cool. Yeah, since you're mentioning you haven't played MGS4, that game has some very cool reveals about the Patriots. I guess you could say. Unless you already know. There's even a secret codec where Otacon says something like Blu-ray on a PS3. Something like that he mentions in that game. Yeah, actually. That's funny you mentioned that. The first time I played MGS4, I was like, wait a second. There's no second disc here. I've opened the case like so many times, there's no second disc. And then he keeps talking about it. It's like, oh wait, we're on PS3. I'm like, okay, never mind. So I freaked out for that like 5-second conversation. Those are some good memories. Oh yeah, anyways. That's gonna be it for the stream today. I appreciate everybody watching. Was not expecting the final part of this game specifically to get so much attention. But anyways, I appreciate all the support. Like, subscribe, follow if that's your sort of thing. I'm gonna take a break tomorrow, and I'm gonna play MGS3 on Monday. So yeah, it's been a nice stream. Every time I feel like pretty bad before a stream, and every time I finish one, I always feel so much better. So thank you. Haha, exactly. What a nice stream, dude. It was nice watching your streams. I gotta go. Take care, man. Thank you. Thanks for sticking around, Eric. I really appreciate it. It's nice to know that somebody else appreciates this game. But yeah. And cool to see a fellow Evangelion fan as well. Yeah, funny, huh? You don't see many of those in the wild. But anyways, thank you. I really appreciate it. And I'll see you later. Thanks for stopping by. I've been your host, Solo, and I'll see you in the future.